And then there were two. Tonight, we are at the Augusta Civic Center for the South Portland Red Riots Portland Bulldogs Class AA State Championship for the second year in a row. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt and Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports, joined right now by Mike Hoffer from The Forecaster. Mike, you and I just saw a really fun game in which Gorham runned it, gunned it, and beat and won the state championship. Now, we're not really in what I would call a full house here, but what a game it's going to be.
Well, if it's half as good a game as last year, we'll be thrilled, and there might be half the crowd that we had last year. Unfortunately, this game isn't in Portland, but there's a lot of excitement around this game, and I think this has been building really since opening night in December when Portland went to South Portland. We were talking about that then. This is possibly a state championship game preview, and it's come to pass, and it's added an extra layer of intrigue because South Portland late in the regular season came to the Expo and knocked off Portland. They showed that they finally figured out a way to beat the Bulldogs, and let's face it, this year's Red Riots team is vastly better than last year's Red Riots team that almost stunned Portland in that double overtime classic. So the Bulldogs really have their hands full tonight. I've got to believe with their championship experience, with their athleticism, and with the Coach Russo factor, now with 400 wins with this program, they're going to find a way to counter, but this is not going to be easy for Portland tonight.
And in fact, you talk about the difference in the South Portland team this year. Last year they were 9-9, heading into the playoffs, and then they were lights out in the playoffs. More of a half-court game. We talked to Coach Russo beforehand, and this is what he had to say about the South Portland team and tonight's game. So, Coach, we've been here before. In fact, just last year in the state championship game. It's a calm before the storm out here. We had a chance to talk with Coach Millington before the game. You know each other.
Yeah, actually quite well. We golf together. We hang out. Nice, good guy.
And he said that you encouraged him to apply for the South Portland position, and now, of course, he's brought this South Portland team into the finals both years. Do you have any regrets?
I do. Actually, I do. No, he played there. He lives there. He loves South Portland. It's a great fit for him.
So this year's South Portland team is a very different team. Last year's they were 9-9, and then they were lights out in the tournament. They had the two big 6'5" guys in Pelletier and Fiorini. They graduated, and now it's much more of a run and gun game, kind of almost a Portland up-tempo game. Yeah. What do you think you got to do to stop them tonight?
Yeah, they're different from last year. Last year they were a half-court team. This year they're north and south, 94 feet. Love to penetrate, so we have to make them go east and west tonight and limit their second shots.
And how's your team feeling there? It's a late game tonight. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, once a ball gets tossed up, doesn't matter what time it is. The rides is what you got to get used to. But the kids are nice and loose, and I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Coach, you've been in the finals now again, fourth year in a row, and best luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, good luck. So, to hear him tell it, the Red Riots lost Pelletier 6'5", Jack Fiorini 6'5", and instead of a half-court game, it's really very much of a run-and-gun game like Portland's.
Right, they're really the only team that I can think of that can match Portland's athleticism, and they showed in that most recent game when they won at the Expo, they can take what Portland can do and match it, and on one night anyway, do it even better. The way Ray Bowles played all year has been fantastic. Keep an eye on him. I know Portland's defensive effort will be focused on limiting him, and of course Riley Hassan, so much fun to watch. We remember him diving all over the floor last year. I expect he'll be all over the place again tonight, but it's not just those two guys. A lot of different players can hit shots, and you really can't focus on limiting one or two Red Riots because several others can hurt you. They're kind of a mirror image of the Portland Bulldogs in that regard.
Well, speaking of Riley Hassan, we had a chance to talk to Coach Millington, who'd said that we can expect to see him run into a scorer's table tonight. So we're here with Coach Millington from South Portland. First of all, Coach, congratulations to you on a wonderful season. Class AA has never known any other finalists except Portland and South Portland. It's becoming a rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually I don't think anybody really likes the new AA, but the fact that it's been Portland and South Portland in the two games kind of covers the MPA, because had it been anybody else, it might not have been as exciting. But obviously last year's game was epic, and all signs point to this one being a pretty good game too. So
actually, the battles that you have really are epic. There was a delay game, I think, just a year before your tenure that, of course, people still talk about. But last year, you guys had some, great games, and the state final may have been is generally recognized as maybe the best final ever played.
Yeah, being a South Portland guy myself, it's hard to say that it was better than the '92 game when they went in 5 overtimes to win it. But certainly it was right up there, and the fact that it was Portland and South Portland may have made it particularly special. And it was a great game, and it's really cool that it's going to happen again.
Actually, speaking about that, so you did play in a championship team. I think you played for Tony DeBias, if I'm not mistaken. And you've been coaching now for over 18 years, 2 years here with South Portland. And at some point, given the way that you're playing and the way that you have your players step up, people have to start saying it must be something about you as well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we got some pretty good players up here, and you only go as far as your players. And this is a really, really great group. They work their butts off, as you'll see. Win or lose, they really leave it on the line, and it makes me look a lot better when you got kids like that. So.
Let me just ask you, Coach, so it appears as though you like to have an up-tempo game, which is something similar to Portland's game, and you also have players that step up in the finals that in a much different way in the playoffs. For example, Riley Hassan, Ansel Stilley have both averaged double figures without having averaged double figures all year.
Yeah, well, Riley is just, he's hard to describe. I mean, he loves these stages. Like I've said before, I'm not sure he loves basketball as much as he thrives on competition. So the more competitive the environment, the better he's going to play, and that's why, I don't know how many points he'll score, how many rebounds he scores, but he probably will run into a scorer's table, and he'll do something like that. Ansel missed out. He was on our team last year as our second leading scorer, but academically he was ineligible for the tournament, so he's making up for lost time, and certainly Ray Bowl is, he's the most competitive kid I've ever coached. So. Yeah.
Coach, final question. So what do you think that South Portland needs to do tonight to contain Portland? How do you intend to play them?
That's really hard to do. I think both of us have the same attitude, that we both have matchups that are kind of a nightmare for the other team, and we need to contain. We're not going to stop Tehran. We're probably not going to stop Griffin, but if we can contain them a little bit, and then we need to have our guys that have good matchups like Ray and Riley and Ansel have good games to beat them. But it's Coach Russo's the GOAT, and Portland is here. This is like some of these kids, they don't know what it's like to not play in the state game. So, or someone like me who's been around for a long time and haven't got here all that much. So, we got to step up and beat a champion. So,
Coach, it's great to see the way that you and Coach Russo interact as well. You know each other, and I think both of you have a healthy respect for each other.
Yeah, Joe's one of my closest friends in coaching, if not my closest, and he's been a close confidant through the tough seasons I had up in Wyndham and then the great seasons, and he was the first one that told me, he said he wasn't going to be my friend anymore if I didn't apply to South Portland, because he knows South Portland's in my heart, and so he's just a great friend. It's kind of weird looking down there, because you want to beat their brains out in a game, and you look down and you see him, and in the last year's game at the end we had an embrace that sort of symbolized what we thought of the game, like, wow, that was a great game, but also like we have just such a great respect for each other. So,
Coach, good luck, and Battle of the Bridge 2 for the state championship. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
So, Frank, to hear Coach Millington say it, in order for South Portland to prevail tonight, they've got to contain or at least limit Tehran Moss and Griffin Foley, but they're not the only elements of this team during this playoff season, are they?
Oh, not at all, Steve. We saw Simon Chadbourne come off the bench last game against Edward Whittle in the regional final, knock down 4 threes. So I'd expect Coach Russo to kind of test the waters with him again. If he's hot, shooters shoot to get hot, and shooters shoot to stay hot. So if he's hot coming out, I wouldn't be surprised to see Chadbourne putting up a lot of shots. But South Portland really plays solid team defense. They run a 3-2 matchup zone, really focusing on containing an entire team rather than just one player. So expect to see Hassan on top of that zone with his long arms, trying to give Moss maybe a little more cushion than we've seen other teams daring him to shoot. And certainly Tehran Moss for Portland has to step up and play well tonight for the Bulldogs to be cutting down the nets.
Folks, there you have it. Last year's was a double overtime effort. We spoke with Coach Millington about whether that was one of the best games ever, and as you heard him say, it was, but not as much as the 5 overtime game that he played in up in Bangor back in the day. Anyway, we're going to bring you all of the exciting action in a moment. So a nice rendition of the national anthem by the Portland Pep Band, led by Jane Sawtell. We saw Jeff Peterson down there from Channel 13 helping out on trombone for good measure, a parent of a student here at Portland High School.
Celebrity guest musician. Jack of all trades, Jeff Peterson.
Frank Myatt, you must be one tired soul. You're just coming back from the New England Track Championships today.
Long day, but nowhere I'd rather be tonight than right here at the Augusta Civic Center, Steve.
Well, we have Charlie Lyle and Ray Bowl underneath. This will be the third time this team has played each other this year. Or this season, I should say. And, of course, they played in the state championship last year. Here we go. The ball is up, and it is tipped and controlled by Portland. Oh, nice block, and I think by DeAndre White. And a rebound for good measure here. We have a offensive player control foul.
And right off the bat, first contact inside is a player control foul. Be Stilley's first, South Portland's first. We're only 12 seconds into the game.
Stilley really lights out in the last playoff game against Thornton Academy with 19 points.
South Portland showing matchup zone as usual. Very long-armed South Portland team.
There's Tehran from the corner. It doesn't fall, but Lyle underneath.
Good fight by Lyle.
Yeah, and Manny Hugo. Goodness gracious, they're going to just let them play.
And we'll have a jump ball. That'll be South Portland ball. So a pair of rebounds for Hugo, and one for Lyle, but nothing to show for it.
So it's 0-0. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter as we've just started the game.
And here's Portland showing man-to-man pressure.
But quickly over, it's brought over by Stilley. Stilley drives in the middle, and he's going to be fouled.
And that'll go against Lyle, I believe.
Yeah, but it's actually not a shooting foul.
I'll say Lyle got him with the body before he initiated the shot. Portland High's first foul. Dangerous inbound. Moss unable to secure it. He gets the deflection.
So the first person into the scorer's table is not Riley Hassan, but Tehran Moss.
And still a long way to go, Steve. Still 31 minutes for Hassan to equal or surpass that total.
Stilley for two. Over everything.
And Lyle gave him the entire court.
And quickly down with it is Tehran. Tehran Moss now chooses not to play off the pick. Oh my goodness gracious. And they have a player control foul against Griffin Foley.
And so far as we're seeing here early, Steve, 3 total fouls called, 2 of them offensive. So these teams are going to have to adjust to the way this game's being officiated. Good rotation for South Portland. Out of the matchup zone to be able to get in, get the contact, take the offensive foul.
Bowl. Cross court to Stilley. They're going to give him that outside shot. And here comes Foley. Well, no. Bowl with the ball. Cross court by Stilley.
Foley rotated away and ended up still recovering as we're still scoreless here over a minute and a half into the game.
Fonseca for 3, and he doesn't hit, so the Dogs a little bit cold here as they will try to find the player with the magic hands. Stilley in the paint. Fonseca's on Bowl.
Bowl player can hit that mid-range jumper, but he can't get it to fall, but it comes down to White. 15-footer. Good fight by Bowl. And absolutely nothing is falling out there, Steve.
Oh, my goodness. Tehran with the ball is going to try to do it himself. Why not? So, 2.5 minutes into the game before they finally get a score, and it's Tehran Moss for 2. And then he gets the rebound here.
Last year we saw Amir Moss carry the Bulldogs almost himself in the second half in the state championship game. And his brother Tehran gets the Bulldogs on the board first here 1 year later.
We saw Amir a few moments ago. He's in the house. Hugo to Foley for the 3. And he hits it.
Good look by Yugu, and Foley able to kind of get behind the matchup zone. South Portland unable to rotate.
Oh, nice reverse by Stilley, but it doesn't fall, and Charlie Lyle gets the rebound. So the Dogs now with a chance to open it up. It's 5-0. Oh, Lyle ducks 2 or 3 players.
Oh, and Bowl got really drawn out of the inside there. Open it up, but Lyle couldn't finish. Oh, good hustle by Griffin Foley to break up a pass. That'll be off Malone. Portland ball, and Coach Millington's going to take a 30-second timeout.
So that's actually the first turnover of the game. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The score, Portland Bulldogs 5, South Portland Red Riots nothing. So here we go now, after the timeout. As, Coach Millington has regrouped his team here. He and Coach Russo, very close friends.
We see number 11, Liam Coyne, in the game for South Portland, playing on top of the zone. Hassan is sagged down to the 4 slot. It's number 10, Moses Aresti, entering for the first time for the Riots.
Fonseca stops and hits. So 2 for him, 7-0 is the score now, just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Aresti with the ball now. Aresti played his first 2 years for Deering before moving to South Portland, and he gets the Red Riots on the board.
So the Red Riots have a couple of former Deering players, as they also have Connor Buckley, a transfer.
We saw Buckley in that regular season matchup, Steve, really torch the Bulldogs for, I believe, 22 off the bench.
Yeah, and he averages just under 10 points a game, or just over, depending on...
a good hustle by Hassan. Try to break up the pass.
Sorry about that. Coach Millington thought that it should have gone the other way, as Connor Buckley now checks in for the Red Riots, and DeAndre White will take a seat.
South Portland already going 8 deep.
Fonseca gets free.
That'll be swatted by Bull.
Yeah, and
that'll be a travel as Yugu fell down.
if you're in the air and you're falling with the ball and you bump into your player, is it a travel before you touch the ground?
Well, judgment call as to whether it be a travel or foul, Steve. So,
well, your own player.
Well, your own player would have to be. It would have to be a travel.
Well, there you go.
Here's Portland showing press. Hassan breaks it.
Rather handily, actually. Oh, that's got to be a travel.
And it is. Buckley couldn't get rid of the ball quick enough. Neutralizing travels. It'll be Portland basketball. Clay Hardy is checked into the game. He'll inbound the ball to Teron Moss.
Clay Hardy, an important player for the Bulldogs this year, averaging 10 points a game. One of three averaging double figures, along with Griffin Foley with 13 and Teron Moss with 18. Leading Class AA, we believe. They lead Class AA in points per game. That we know. Fonseca, here you go. Pedro for three. He leads the Dogs with 5. It's 10-2. It's an 8-point lead with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. That looked precariously like another travel. Yeah. So opportunity after opportunity. Nice rebound by Orestes.
Couple of big offensive rebounds for the Red Riots.
Side of the glass there. Lyle with the rebound. He'll dish it off to Hardy, who dishes it to Teron. Teron will take it up over half court, just past the Capitol Dome. Teron is on fire. He wants the ball. He ties Fonseca with 5 points apiece. It's now 13-2 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. We're back, folks. And, well, almost a turnover. Bull with those long arms gets it back, and now he's going to try to shoot the three. It doesn't fall. Hardy fights hard for that rebound, and he gets it. And he gets it off to Teron. Now he's got a player trailing him.
Good rebound by Hardy. Portland going to reset. This is kind of a crucial stretch here, Steve. If Portland can keep their foot on the gas pedal, take some quality shots, put some points on the board, and limit South Portland to one shot on a possession, they have a chance to really distance themselves here early.
Yeah, Teron actually chose to go in. It looked like he had the open jumper, but he went inside, trying to work it in himself.
And he'll be blocked by Riley Hassan, but Portland will retain possession.
It's not really what you would call a packed house, even on the South Portland side of things. There's a turnover. Ball too hard, going up. The jump ball, that'll be Portland's possession.
No, they're going to say it's a foul inside.
Oh, goodness.
We'll wait for the indication. They're going to say that they get Lyle's arm instead of the ball. We'll look for the number. And that'll be on number 11, Liam Coyne. Coyne's first foul, South Portland's second.
Trey Ballou will check in now for Charlie Lyle.
Hassan overplaying.
Foley for three.
Foley is really concerned about where Hassan was on that play.
Yeah, and Hassan grabbed the rebound is where he was, in the corner there, underneath. Buckley now to Coyne in the middle.
Can't leave Buckley alone out there.
Wow, that could have easily have been a foul.
We're going to have a tie-up, and that will be Portland ball on the possession arrow. As number 24, Ansel Stillian, number 3, Noah Malone, check back in for South Portland. Down to 40 seconds of this first quarter.
Here you go, folks. 13-2 is the score. The Dogs firmly in command right now after the first quarter, but Teron comes up and kind of saves the day, if you will, Frank.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Russo pull back for one here.
Hardy inside.
And that'll be a jump ball. Arrow to South Portland. Nice. Instead of the block, then to say simultaneous possession because Hardy kept the ball when he came down. Coach Millington disagrees, though. He would probably have preferred to have a block and a chance for the fast break there.
Well, they've got 8 seconds to do something now. They quickly get it over half court. Interesting.
And I guess they're going to say that went off Ballou.
You could hear the Portland fans kind of wondering what's up.
And really a lack of awareness there by Fonseca. Really bodying Hassan about 40 feet away from the basket, where instead he could have just given a little cushion to let Hassan put up a 35-40 footer. But instead, South Portland will get a chance to inbound here. We'll see what they can make out of it. Wide open three.
It does not fall, the shot by Stilley. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, the Portland Bulldogs 13, the Red Riots 2. Okay, folks, so we're going to start second quarter action now.
And it'll be Portland ball to inbound. And South Portland continuing to show that matchup zone.
Clay Hardy around the horn now to Teron Moss. Lyle posting up against Hassan.
And communication is a key here for South Portland. If Portland can get behind that defense and create havoc there, possibly overload one side of the floor, they will be successful against this defense.
Hardy. That's what you call long hang time, but the rebound will come to Bull. Quick outlet and too far.
Third turnover of the game for South Portland. Bulldogs responding with 4 of their own. You see Yugu, Fonseca, Moss, Foley, and Lyle for the Dogs.
An 11-point Portland lead.
A very low-scoring game here so far, Steve. And that'll be a blocking foul against number 11, Coyne. That'll be Coyne's second. South Portland's third.
Oh my gosh, Fonseca just hesitated for the perfect moment. 15-2 Dogs with 7 minutes here, just a minute into the second quarter. 7 minutes left in the half.
And really a breakdown of communication on the matchup zone for the Red Riots.
And the Riots are a little cold right now, but a great hustle by Stilley. Still doesn't fall, and Hugo with the Skies with the rebound. He's got Tehran open underneath. And in.
Excellent look by number 12, Manny Hugo, as he's able to find Tehran on the fast break.
Goodness, folks, it's 17-2. Oh, nifty move. Fonseca is he'll have a jump ball, but Malone made a nifty move there to almost put it home. As we'll have some changes for South Portland as Malone and Coyne will come out. And number 10, Moses Oresti, and number 1, DeAndre White will check back in for the Red Riots.
Simon Chadbourne in the game for Portland. And Coach Russo proving me wrong from the pregame, Steve. He did not put Chadbourne in the first quarter.
He's here now.
I guess that's why I'm up here in the booth and Coach Russo's on the sideline winning 400 games.
Right, so Lyle pats that out to Moss. No look to Griffin Foley.
Excellent feed and a long bounce pass from Moss.
That was poetry, folks. Now, Hassan underneath.
And good tip in by Bowl.
Just the second field goal for the Red Riots and the 4th point overall. 19-4 is the score.
And their last basket was with 3:40 left in the first quarter. That was with 5:40 left in the second quarter. So a very long dry spell for South Portland.
Tehran high off the glass and in. 21-4. The Bulldogs hockey team combined with Deering were in the playoffs today, and they suffered a defeat to a higher-ranked Falmouth team, 5-2.
Nice spin move inside, but Bowles not able to finish. Simon Chadbourne comes down with a rebound. And South Portland's starting to show a little pressure here in the three-quarter court.
No, too much.
Right idea from Foley, just tried to zip that ball a little too far out of bounds. Tried to get it behind the defense. And Yugu couldn't control it. And Foley will get a breather.
Trey Ballou is in the game now, along with Tehran Moss, Charlie Lyle, Manny Hugo, and Simon Chadbourne. White now over to Stilley on the left side. He's got Charlie Lyle on him.
A nice rebound. Lyle will be fouled. Foul will go against Bowl. Bowles first, South Portland's fourth.
South Portland foul, number 23, Ray Bowl. Personal foul, number 1. Team foul, 4.
So 4 minutes left now in the first half. 21-4 is the score. If you're a Patriots fan, a nice steal by White. On the right side, he's got Buckley. Oh, all ball.
Nice block by Yugu.
If you're a Patriots fan, you never count another team out.
And certainly not this South Portland team, Steve. Very explosive. Play solid defense. We saw them put on a massive run against the Bulldogs in the regular season.
Yeah, and there's another steal by Buckley. Stille inside, draws the foul. Ballou.
Foul number 23.
And Stille will go to the line for the game's first foul shots. Coach Russo is going to take a timeout.
So will we. 3:33 left in the first half, and the score 21-4. The Dogs in front. And at the line will be Ansel Stille.
Stille gets the first. Stille, a senior. Very athletic player for Coach Millington.
Did not play in the state final last year because, as he himself stated to the newspaper, and as his coach stated, because of academic issues that are not present now, said to the newspaper he felt that he let his team down, and of course he's come out with a vengeance here during this playoff season. Fonseca waits, drives. Nice
good rebound for Hassan.
In the corner is Buckley.
Buckley all alone.
Teron Moss, he's got Griffin Foley on the left, and he hits him.
Oh, no look pass. Pretty play by Moss to hit Foley.
These two have played travel ball together since they were in elementary school, and it showed. Stille left wide open. Why not? Lyle is fouled for the third time while trying to pull down a rebound.
And game being called very tightly on the boards. I believe that'll be against Stille. It'll be Stille's second, South Portland's fifth.
The other with two is Liam Coyne. 23-5 is the score. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Foley comes out for the ball. He's got Clay Hardy now.
Portland trying to spread out this matchup zone.
Hugo, not enough mustard on that, as Malone has it. Well, interesting.
No call.
Instead, Hardy will just come up with it. He's got Griffin Foley, but he's going to slow it down.
And smart play by Clay Hardy not to force that pass. Let Portland set up the offensive set here and see what they can get out of the half court.
Just under 2 minutes. 23-5 is the score, heading into halftime here in a couple of minutes, folks.
Portland playing very relaxed here.
Teron is fouled. He'll be shooting two.
They're going to say it's in the act of shooting, and Coach Millington is not pleased. He saw the pass.
Southpaw foul number 33, Riley Hassan, personal foul number 1. At the line, Teron Moss, 2 shots.
Teron with a chance to make it a 20-point lead.
A couple big foul shots here for Teron. It's his first. Of course, Toronto player did not have the best game of his career last year in the state final. So far in the first half here is making up for it. As he does just as you said, Steve, and opens it up to a 20-point lead.
He's got 11 points in the game, and it's 25-5 right now, the Dogs. So the Portland crowd a little bit subdued here. Bull with the dish. That's a nice effort underneath, and the basket is by Oresti. He's fouled on the way up. That'll be on Griffin Foley, his second.
Portland's 15th foul of the evening.
chance to make it a 17-point Portland lead. Cut it down from 20 if Varsity can hit this. And he does. He has 5 of South Portland's 8 points as Trey Ballou will check in for Griffin Foley.
Coach Russo wisely putting Foley on the bench for the last minute here. Wouldn't want him to pick up a cheap third foul. And South Portland's going to show a little press.
Here's Hugo.
Looks like they're going to try to jump out of this pressure, but Moss, oh what a
no,
look.
Look.
And South Portland's crowd doesn't like that call, but Bull clearly got him on the body on the way up. Even though he came down with the hand of the ball, the whistle and the foul did come before he grabbed the ball. Way off the mark by Lyle.
55.5 seconds left in the first half. 25-8 is the score, as Lyle will try to convert one of 2, and he does. His first point of the game. It's 26-8. It's an 18-point Portland Bulldog lead with 47 seconds left in the half. Ballou with the rebound to Hardy in traffic.
Nifty dribbling. Portland's got to advance the ball here as time's running out.
And it's stolen. Here's Varsity up, and it doesn't fall, but a nice follow by Bull. It's 26-10. It's a 16-point Portland lead, and that press is causing a few fits and starts here for the Dogs.
Right through Yugu's hands. Portland with 9 turnovers to South Portland's 4.
Simon Chadbourne and Pedro Fonseca are going to check in for Charlie Lyle and Clay Hardy. 12 seconds left in the first half. South Portland right in this game. They did not get it off in time. That's not going to count. It's 26-10 at halftime. So if somebody said, Mike Hoffer, that the Bulldogs would be up by 16 points at halftime, you might have been able to knock them over with a feather. I don't know.
Well, I think maybe last year, if you had said that, you'd expect it. I mean, this is really stunning, and it's not that Portland is necessarily running South Portland out of the building. The Red Riots just cannot make a basket. They were 1 for 16 in the first quarter, 3 for 18 in the second quarter, 4 for 34 in this game. That's 18%. You can't win a game like that, shooting like that, and they're going to have to start hitting a lot of shots in a hurry. Portland's doing it's not like they're really playing great offense as well. They are getting out and getting some transition points, but for the most part, they're not running South Portland out of the building. It's just they're getting the benefit of their shots are going down and South Portland's are not.
Well, that, I guess, is the name of the first half, really, but South Portland did come on towards the end, Frank.
Exactly, Steve. Slight run for South Portland towards the end to cut it down to 16, where he had it at 20 with about 2 minutes to play. So certainly this game isn't over yet. I mean, South Portland is a very explosive team that can come out hot and make this a close game in the second half.
Folks, statistically, Varsity leads the Red Riots with 5. Ray Bull has 3, and Ansel Stilley has 1. On the dog side, Teron Moss leading the team, the only player in the game with double figures with 11. Pedro Fonseca has 7. Griffin Foley with 7. Charlie Lyle with 1, and a pile of rebounds. We're going to bring you all of the exciting second half action in this state championship match in a moment. So here we are now with second half action in the state Class A boys basketball championship game between the Red Riots of South Portland and your Portland Bulldogs here on WPPS TV3. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Frank Healy on camera. As we are just underway. Whoa.
Nice take by Fonseca. Good rebound by Lyle.
And
put it back in.
Fonseca really galloped in there with that ball. Hassan, yeah. And we're going to have a foul on Mann. And he's like, what?
Yugu's first.
Number 12, Manny Yugu.
Portland's first team foul of the second half.
First on the team.
And Steve, a big first few minutes of this second half. If Portland can come out hot, neutralize South Portland, they could put this game away. Likewise, if South Portland comes out, plays well.
That's a travel by Bull. You could see that develop. Of course, being up here in the catbird seat, we get to see that.
Excellent view here. High above courtside of the Augusta Civic Center. South Portland continuing to show that three-quarter court trap. Lyle so crucial in breaking that trap. If he can step up to the middle, grab the ball off a pass, and make a quick outlet pass. As he just did, he can get Portland through that zone pressure.
Let him control that ball. Oh my gosh, what a pass! Threading the needle, you go underneath.
He'll be fouled. Look for the indication. A host of South Portland players under the basket.
Looks like it's going to be Malone.
Riley Hassan, personal foul.
Oh.
2.
Excuse me.
First on the team.
He'll be on Riley Hassan instead, number 33.
You go at the line. An 18-point Portland lead here. A minute and 10 seconds into the third quarter here in Augusta.
Yugu hits the second. Good take by Stilley, and he's able to convert.
Answer Stilley.
We'll have an off-ball foul, I believe. And that'll be on Stilley. Stilley's third personal foul.
Answer Stilley, personal foul.
Red Riot second. And Steve, if Stilley's able to convert that nice high percentage shot inside and go back to that 4 for 34 stat Michael Hoffer gave us at halftime. South Portland shooting just a hair under 12% in the first half.
Yugu thinks better of it. From the foul line is Lyle. Takes the open shot. 31-12 is the score.
Red Riot spreading the floor here on offense. A nice block by Griffin Foley. He's able to get a mid on it.
And Seika with a nice rebound. Foley for three over everything.
Hassan diving on the floor.
Oh my gosh, those South Portland
and that's
players.
going to be a foul on Lyle as he dove over Stilley.
They fight for that ball.
And exactly the energy both coaches want to see. State championship on the line. No player can be afraid to clean the floor with his jersey in this situation.
Underneath.
Nice take by Hassan inside.
31-14, 5 minutes, 37 seconds. Tehran quickly down, gets stripped. And then Bull is stripped. Oops, there's a technical foul on Liam Coyne. So that's going to be 4 on him now, 3 and 4. So Tehran is going to shoot the tee. He's got 2. Oh, somebody just threw a bottle on the court. That person is going to be probably taken out by the police.
And Steve, there are grounds for the for the officials to call another technical on the crowd, which would be an indirect bench technical against South Portland. Doesn't appear they will do that in this situation, though. Moss gets one on the technical.
No, the frustration abounding, but you don't want to see that. Tehran hits both of those. It's 33-14, and the Dogs will now have possession on top of those foul shots.
Under 5.5 to play in this third quarter. Class AA state final.
Moss.
And Steve, the state has never seen a AA state final that has not been Portland, South Portland.
We noted that. In fact, Tehran hits the three. 5 points already. Oh my goodness, folks, it's 36-14.
Be Fonseca's second foul.
Fonseca, personal foul number 2.
South Portland with a baseline inbound.
Stille inside. Hits the backboard, but then he follows his own shot and in.
Nice hustle by Ansel Stille to stay with his shot. Put back the rebound.
It's a 20-point Bulldog lead, 36-16. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left in the third quarter here in Augusta.
Portland's got to advance the ball here.
They do. Hardy and Moss back and forth with each other.
Oh, to travel, and Moss had Fonseca all alone in the corner. I don't think there was a South Portland player on that side of the court. 11th Portland turnover. Just 7 for South Portland.
Tehran's going to take a break. Manny Hugo and I don't know if it was Pedro or Manny that came into the game, actually.
And it was Hugo coming into the game.
Stille in the corner. Still ice cold are the Red Riots. Oh, nice push pass.
Hassan losing his footing. And that ball will be out off Bowl. Simon Chadbourne checking in. Coach Russo very quick to get him in for Hardy.
Oh, nifty move by Fonseca at the foul line. It doesn't fall. We have 2 South Portland players that bump into each other. That'll be Portland ball.
And I think they're going to say Oresti stepped on the baseline there as he came down with the rebound.
Trey Ballou now will check in for Charlie Lyle. (36-16) still the score. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Fonseca, oh my gosh.
Great body control by Fonseca, able to take it up and draw the foul.
Oresti will get called for that. His first. Pedro at the line, shooting 2. First one doesn't fall. Second one does. Pedro's 8th point of the evening, his first this half. Stille and Ballou. Fonseca and Bowl.
Nice fight by Oresti inside. And that'll be South Portland ball.
And when you see an official's arm stay up that long, the official himself is thinking about it, and you don't want to make a call too quickly.
Well, and oftentimes when the arm stays up, he's looking to his partners for confirmation or refutation, I guess. We'll have a kickball.
It's a 21-point Portland lead, 37-16, 3 minutes, 24 seconds left. And third, inside. Oh, Griffin Foley got a block, but he's going to get called with a foul. Shooting 2 will be Malone.
Griffin Foley's third foul.
Foul number 20, Griffin Foley. Personal foul number 3 at the line for South Portland. Noah Malone, 2 shots.
A very low-scoring affair here tonight. Only one dog in double figures, and that is Tehran.
As we'll see, Tehran Hardy and Charlie Lyle checking back into the game after this first foul shot by Noah Malone.
And does that tell you something about the depth of the Bulldogs? They already have a great court out there, you know, a great 5 out there, and Chadbourne and Ballou will take a seat right now. Foley had taken a seat, and just the depth is absolutely unbelievable.
Exactly, Steve. Both teams really able to go 8 deep.
Tehran skies up for that rebound. And he's got Yugu alone, quickly covered by Stilley. Hardy puts it down hard in the lane, inside the paint and in. His first 2 of the game. 39-16.
Hardy really finding a soft spot in that matchup zone. A good rebound by Charlie Lyle off the deflection.
Yugu trying to get it over half court. He does. He's got Hardy. Fakes it. Fonseca brings it out. Regroups. He's got Malone on him. Oof. Oh my God. Oop. He was hit hard. That reminded of the old game Rock'em Sock'em Robots. His head went back.
And that foul will be on Bowl. That'll be Bowl's third.
And Clay Hardy will be shooting 2. There are 3 Riots in with foul trouble. Coyne has 4, Bowl 3, Stilley 3.
Hardy's able to hit his first. Clay Hardy really a streaky player, as we've seen, Steve. Able to go on big runs virtually alone.
Liam Coyne and Connor Buckley check in for the Riots. 40-16 is the score. That is an unbelievable score.
That'll be a foul on Fonseca. We Pedro's third.
Oh, excuse me.
Golden foul, number 5, Pedro Fonseca. Personal foul number 3.
I had missed one little check there. You got it. The tried and true Frank Myatt. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. 40-16 is the score. We've got a whistle.
We have a timeout on the floor. Sure, we have some debris on the court. Well, the MPA officials over there collecting something off the playing surface.
It's just a hush crowd tonight. Portland actually has a little bit more of a crowd than South Portland, or maybe it's about even. And any way you strike it, it's really a half full house at best.
Exactly. We saw an almost sold out Cumberland County Civic Center last year. Our current, I guess, Cross Insurance Center or Arena. I'm not sure which one's Portland or which one's Bangor, but either way, much larger venue. But these teams playing 50 miles from home, school's not really used to traveling this far, at least to play each other.
Lyle.
Only 3 fouls on Charlie Lyle.
So along with Pedro and Griffin Foley, Those are the 3 dogs with trouble. And that doesn't fall. Just cold as ice tonight.
The entire South Portland team shooting very poorly in all aspects. Foul line, 3-point shooting, 2-point shooting. And see, if we talk about that a lot as it's an issue of South Portland just having an off night, but we can't discount the fact that the Bulldogs are playing very tenacious defense, closing out on shooters and really contesting almost every shot.
And that was Stillie's 6th point as it's 40-17. 2 minutes left here in the third. Watch out! Oh, goodness gracious. Tehran was just absolutely flattened by Riley Hassan, who was going for ball.
And Hassan, a very aggressive player. Picks up his 3rd foul, and that will send Tehran Moss to the line, shooting 1-1. So 1-1 here, with still 9:55 to play in this game, Steve. Minute 55 in the third, plus the 8-minute fourth quarter. Moss hits it.
Tehran's shaken up a little bit by that hit, and you can certainly understand why. He went down like a ton of bricks.
He hits the second.
7 points in this quarter alone for Tehran Moss. Stillie inside, just nothing falling.
Lee Bento picking up the rebound. We failed to mention that Bento was inserted into the game during that odd official's timeout.
So he announced himself. And now he's going to launch the
Why
three.
not? Rebound to Stillie as the Portland crowd always excited when Bento gets in on the play.
Bull. Yeah, that's a good call as it's off a Portland player.
Ooh. And Hassan going down hard. That foul will be on Moss. Tehran's first.
Personal foul number 1. Corner line to South Portland. Riley Hassan, 2 shots.
The clean plays on both ends. 2 hard fouls. Moss on Hassan and Hassan on Moss. Really not a revenge situation there, as each time each player is making an aggressive play on the ball.
42-19 is the score. A minute 20 left. I mean, folks, this game is just slowly being put out of reach. And the Dogs, of course, are in no hurry at the moment, as they have, they're playing more of a half-court game than South Portland is, for sure.
Hardy, lightning quick.
Blue inside. Goes up hard. You go up, and
we're going to wave it off. We're going to have a foul on the floor, I believe. We'll check for the indication.
On Hassan, his 4th.
Number 33, Riley Hassan, personal foul number 4. Going to the line.
Whew, boy, there's a quarter left here, and Coyne and Hassan have 4. Stillie, Bowl each have 3.
And really not a situation where Coach Millington could even consider putting any of those guys on the bench here. He needs to hedge his bets and see what he can do, as Portland, as you said, is slowly maintaining and even slightly lengthening this lead. And we're going to have a lane violation on Bowl. And that will give Vugu a 3rd shot on this foul. Players are allowed to enter the paint and move off the release. And Vugu makes him pay. And then travel out of bounds. However you want to cut it, it'll be a South Portland turnover.
Dogs may have more turnovers than South Portland, Frank.
I have 11-8. Portland leading in the, of course, the unwanted stat that they're leading in.
Here's another one. Nice steal by White, up and in. So an even dozen now for the Dogs as Bento goes backwards to Moss. Moss has to hurry to get it over.
And he will be fouled by Varsity. Moses Aristide's second foul. 9 for South Portland. As we will have Teron Moss shooting 1-1.
Quinn Clark set to check in for the Dogs, number 10. Ball with the rebound.
Reaching foul. And South Portland will go in for 1-1. The foul will be on Hardy. Hardy's first. 8 for the Bulldogs.
So Quinn Clark has checked in for somebody, maybe Charlie Lau. Oh, Teron is actually working with a trainer at the end of the bench. Oh, that
good offensive
like
rebound, but then Aresti throws it away.
Probably the right call, given the fact that it looked like he was walking backwards there.
And either way, off balance. As we said earlier, Steve, travel out of bounds either way. The South Portland turnover.
Teron may have some cramps as trainer Ryan Lucas is working with him. Nice effort there by White. Pushes it up to, well, too far, unfortunately, to Coyne. By Coyne.
And 0.2 seconds left. The horn will likely expire on the touch here. There's not enough time technically to catch and shoot for Portland. More for South Portland, for that matter.
So we're going to end the third quarter with the score 44-21. The Dogs are in front.
The South Portland ball to start the last period here. Final quarter of high school basketball in the 2016-17 season.
In the entire state of Maine, by the way, folks. This is it. And Lyle wondering why he wasn't fouled, and
in fact,
because he was.
It'll be on Ray Bowl. Bowles fourth. South Portland over the limit.
Team is at the limit. Going to the line from Portland, Charlie Lyle.
Charlie Lyle will go to the line shooting 2. Of course, Steve, this will be the last time that we see Charlie Lyle in a Portland uniform, as the Portland crowd getting a little excited as the gold ball is being brought out to center court. Lyle has played in 4 state championship games, 3 with Portland and 1 his freshman year at Waynfleet. 4 years, 4 regional titles. A nice jump by Hugo on the passing lane, and Manny will lay it in for 2.
Manny's 5th point of the game. And in the corner is Stilley. Up, and Lyle will get the rebound. He's got Griffin fully on the break.
And this Bulldog team can taste that state title as they continue to apply pressure.
Coyne for 2. Oh, the break again, Lyle. He waits, and he's fouled by Stilley. He'll be shooting 2. That's Stilley's 4th.
South Portland foul number 24 against personal foul number 4. Line for 2 shots. Charlie Lyle.
Lyle nets the first. As we'll see number 13, Cam Deely, check in for South Portland.
It's the first time he is checked in tonight for the Red Riots. His best game was 7 points against Scarborough in the playoff game, actually, an early playoff game. As Lyle hits both, it's 51-23.
Resting off balance.
Yeah. Ball inside, and he hits. 51-25, 6.5 minutes left. The long pass to Griffin Foley over the half court. He's just going to get it back to Pedro. Toronto's back on the bench and ready to go in.
And Steve, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Russo puts Teron Moss back in this game one more time. Let's give an ovation from the adoring Portland High faithful.
Moses Aresti with the rebound, and now from way downtown is White. It doesn't hit. Oop.
The shooting woes continues. We're going to have a foul on Griffin Foley. That'll be Foley's 4th.
Foul number 20, Griffin Foley, personal foul 4.
As you suggested, Frank, the gold ball is awaiting somebody's possession.
1-1.
Shooting 1-1 from the line will be Liam Coyne. Fonseca. Coyne really very aggressive right now. Clark gets it over half
heads up
court.
move by Quinn Clark.
And Teron's back in the game, as you suggested.
Nice dish inside. Lyle can't finish, though.
And Ball will rebound. Here's Clark, though, with the ball. To Pedro. A nice effort there by Noah Malone, but it's going to stay Portland ball.
Manny Yugo getting a little work done.
It's a 26-point Portland lead with 5.5 minutes left.
I believe they're going to say Hardy lost that ball out of bounds. No, they'll go to the jump ball, and that'll stay Portland.
Yeah,
so a situation, Steve, where we might have had a better angle up top.
It looked like nobody touched it. It looked like it would have been South Portland's ball, but to me...
No, and my guess in the conference before they gave the jump signal was whether it was going to be an offensive foul, blocking foul, or just a plain out-of-bounds call.
There you go.
And it is out of bounds. They just weren't sure who it was off.
It's a 26-point Portland lead. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. At some point, so Portland's going to start fouling or just getting their players into maybe not fouling. It's out of reach for all intents and purposes.
And South Portland refusing to give up, still playing tight defense.
Coach Russo going for his 5th state championship, his 2nd in a row, 3rd in 4 years, I believe, which would make it right around the dynasty area, I would say.
Yes, and another important point to point out, Steve, is that Coach Russo coming into this game was 0 for 2 on state championship games played on this court in Augusta.
So Manny converts there. Charlie Lyle has come out of the game to a nice hand from the Portland crowd. 3 for Cam Dealey. And Pedro is fouled. I'll see who's going to get the credit for that foul.
And we're going to have a full timeout for Coach Russo.
So here we go, 4 minutes, 40 seconds left as Clay Hardy will inbound to Manny Ugu.
A nice lob inside to Ballou.
Well, a little nifty play there. A couple players go down. Ballou underneath.
He waved off.
3 seconds.
3-second violation. 14th Portland turnover.
Too far. Oh, but White is strong.
He kind of landed on the ball there.
No look by Malone, and off to the corner. And Dealey hits another 3. So it's 52-28 with 4 minutes left. Teron Moss with a nifty move around Hassan. Behind the back. He's got Manny in the corner, but Hassan is on him. A foul.
Blocking foul. Then Teron Moss will go to the line for 2.
Stilley, that'll be Bulls. That'll be the end of the game for Ball.
And the end of Ray Bowles' high school basketball career. An excellent career for Ray Bowl. Leading South Portland to 2 consecutive state final appearances. Really putting Red Riot basketball back on the map. South Portland, one of the storied programs in this state.
I think of the Highland years. We saw John Wassenberg tonight in the house. One of the best basketball players in the history of the state.
And really going all the way back to the 30s and 40s, where we know from our good friend Peter Gribben that the Red Riots were really trading off year by year with Portland in those early years for Southern Maine supremacy.
Toronto's first 2 of the fourth quarter. 54-31 is the score. 3:42 left. As the clock ticks down on another Portland High School state championship. Oh, Toronto quickly over. Splits 2 defenders. Ugu draws the foul, but no. Instead, he makes an acrobatic move underneath, and here's Teron underneath.
And a good fight for the rebound, and Teron converts the 2.
56-31. 3 minutes left. Chadbourne. Charlie Hardy's just like, hey, let's just hold it up here, guys.
And a wise move by Teron.
And Clay.
And we're about to see number 34, Tommy Joyce, check in along with John Bento.
Ugu walks. As you suggest, Tommy Joyce comes in for Clay Hardy. Manny Ugu will come out, and John Bento will come in. We will see Tom Joyce on the baseball diamond, and Henry Guillot and Seth will bring you some of those Portland and Deering baseball games.
It's really the Hadlock Field crew, the Guillots.
Tick, 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 tick. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bento underneath. Oh, too hard. And Joyce under.
Joyce will be fouled.
Varsity thought he got all ball, but he got all Joyce.
At least some Joyce.
South Portland foul number 10, Moses Aresti, personal foul number 2.
Some other players hit to check in. Lino Ben, number 24, number 22.
No, 22 is Louis Gaddis, not listed on our program. Lino Ben will not check in.
And number 14, Ben Fisher, also.
A nice ovation for Tommy Joyce as he nets 2 points in his final high school basketball game. And Teron Moss coming out of the game. And Steve, before the game, I kind of mentioned that Teron Moss was going to have to step up like his brother did last year, and he most certainly did. As we say all the time, Steve, big-time players make big-time plays. And on the largest stage of all, Teron Moss came to play tonight.
Well, he led all scorers with 22 points. He had 11 in each half. As Tommy Joyce converts both, it's 58-31. White for 2, it doesn't fall. Nice save by Dealey. Dealey came in and actually helped out his team tonight, but little too late is White with a nifty move inside. 1 minute, 40 seconds left, 58-33. Chadbourne gets it over half court. Oops, the turnover. White to the right. That time Dealey cannot convert. Stilley up. He can't convert. That's a nice move by Camden Mallory for 2. Ben Fisher. Little trouble. Oh, nice move by Joyce inside. Nice move by Tommy Joyce for 4 points in this state championship game. We're under a minute.
I'm sure Coach Russo is looking for a whistle here so he can get Lino Ben into the game.
We're going to have a timeout with 32 seconds left. 60-38 is the score. Here we are, folks, the last half a minute on the Portland Bulldogs season.
And Bento's going to try to get in and get a point. Will be swatted away by Mallory.
The only dunk of the year by number 24, Lino Ben. Ooh, up and hard, but no good. 16 points. That's number 12, and we don't know who he is on our roster for the Riots.
And 8 seconds remaining in this contest. As the Portland players are up. Portland fans are kind of spilling out of the stands. Rebound to Joyce.
3 seconds.
Bento will dribble out the clock.
The Portland Bulldogs are the state Class AA champions for the second year in a row, defeating the South Portland Red Riots 60-38.
Foley, 9 points. Pedro Fonseca, 9 points. And Teron Moss, 22 points.
Well, we're just going to stand here in a little bit of silence as we just see the both ends of the court. The nets coming down. There's Griffin Foley there. Lino Ben on the other side. John Bento about to climb up. He's got Charlie Lyle up there. Gaddis, Moss, Clark, Joyce, Hardy. On our end here, we've got Simon Chadbourne close. Pedro Fonseca, Ben Fisher, Trey Ballou, Manny Yugu, and Griffin Foley. As the Portland Bulldogs are once again victorious, 60-38.
We have one set of nets down. Tommy Joyce and Charlie Lyle going up to finish off the other set. And that's for the first time since 1942-43. The Portland High Bulldogs have won back-to-back state titles.
Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. Representing the Maine Principals Association for the presentation of the State AA Boys Awards are Dan Hart, Guy E. Rowe Elementary School, and Rich Drummond, Athletic Director at Wyndham High School.
Good evening. On behalf of the Maine Principals Association, I want to congratulate both teams on their excellent seasons, the regional championships, and on their outstanding tournament play. The state game is one of high expectations and high emotions. As you reflect on this evening, be sure to include memories of all the victories and accomplishments that led to this opportunity to represent your region in the state championship game. To begin the award presentation, I would like to ask the head coach of the South Portland High School Red Riots, Kevin Millington, and his assistants to please come forward.
Sophomore Scott Lewis. Junior Spencer Houlette. Junior Liam Coyne. Junior Noah Malone. Junior Connor Buckley. Junior Riley Hassan. Senior Ben Tucker. Senior Camden Mallory. Senior Cam Diley. Senior Moses Aresti. Senior Ansel Stilley. Senior DeAndre White. And Senior Ray Bull.
At this time, I would ask the captains to please come forward. It is our pleasure to present this plaque emblematic of the 2017 Boys Class AA State Champions runner-up to the South Portland Red Riots. Congratulations. And now to present the awards to Portland High School.
Love it.
I would like to ask Coach Joey Russo and his assistants to please come forward.
Managers Alex LeMay.
Alex LeMay helping us a few times this year when Frank Healy could not make it.
Player personnel sophomore Louis Gaddis. Sophomore Simon Chadbourne. Sophomore Trey Ballou. Sophomore Pedro Fonseca. Junior Lino Ben. Junior Ben Fisher. Junior Quinn Clark. Junior Manny Yugu. Junior Captain Griffin Foley. Junior Captain Teron Moss. Senior Tommy Joyce. Senior Clay Hardy. Senior John Bento. And Senior Captain Charlie Lyle.
In addition, we would like to present the game ball to Coach Russo. And now I would like to ask the captains to please come forward. It is our pleasure to present this gold ball emblematic of the 2017 State Class AA Boys Basketball Champions to the Bulldogs of Portland High School. Congratulations.
You get a chance to win one more of these before you're done. How badly do you want to win one more as a senior?
It would be really good if I get one more as a senior.
Yeah, you guys gonna have to replace some guys though, right?
Yeah. Well, we have a good bench, so.
All right. Congrats. Great job.
Thank you.
For you.
Teron, how are you? Good. Great job. You know, did you expect a game like this tonight where you guys were really just lights out, your strongest game of the year from the opening buzzer or whistle?
Yeah, we didn't really expect a game like this. We thought it would be a closer game, but before the game, Coach told us that if we rebound, play defense, and play together, that the score would be like this, and we did, so I guess.
Well, and you really took charge tonight. 11 points in the first half, 11 points in the second half. What was it that motivated you to come out so strong tonight?
Nothing really motivated me. It was just that I didn't come out and just play basketball and put my team first, and I had like the chance to score, to just go to basketball.
Well, and you did it with Amir in the house, which might have been pretty special as well.
Yeah, it was pretty special, I guess.
All right, congratulations. Here we are with Dr. Lyle. What a great game tonight. You were lights out, your steals, you were just a man possessed tonight.
I wanted it really badly. It was my last basketball game, and I wanted to go out right.
Well, you really did. And was this actually the fourth state championship game that you've played in?
Yes, it is.
Well, you know, at some level, first at Wayne Fleet, then with Portland losing the first one and winning the next two, at some level, it's got to be something about you two. You are a very special player, Charlie Lyle.
Thank you. I mean, it's mostly due to my coaching. I mean, I've never been a phenomenal athlete kind of thing. I mean, I'm tall, but like I've never been super coordinated. I can't jump super high. I'm not super quick. So I'd like to thank the coaching staff for kind of molding me into the player that I am.
Well, you really just were lights out tonight. Great, led I think both teams with rebounds as well. And really, as I said, a man possessed. A great way to go out as a senior as you now head on to the University of Washington. And we wish you all of the success in the world.
Thank you so much.
Be well. We're here with Simon Chadbourne. Simon, the game before this, you were absolutely lights out. In fact, we could say that the Dogs may not have been here tonight to win this championship had it not been for you. So what was it that motivated you in that game to just come out and shoot lights out?
I mean, my team said that they needed me, and when I got put in the game, I knew that I just had to hit my shots and help my team win.
We actually heard that you were shooting around a little extra, and I believe it was Coach Giordano that may have said, hey, we're going to be counting on you at some point tonight. So that's, but you stepped up and you did a really great job. So here you are now, you're a sophomore, is that right? And you've been in 2 state championship games. Does that motivate you to get back here next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, coming back and, winning another ring, that would be great, but right now I got to enjoy this too. I mean, back-to-back is pretty nice.
I have to ask you another question. We learned this year that your uncle is Tony Napolitano, who is one of the wrestling coaches along with Dave Elowich, and of course we have a long history with the wrestling team. Have you given any thought to that, or basketball is just the same season, right?
I used to before I played basketball, but I gave up on that in like a couple days and just started playing basketball.
The minute you hit a 3, because you have a lights-out shot. Yeah, I just want to say one more thing. Last year, before the season, we actually spoke to your grandfather, and he told us, watch out for Simon. He's got a heck of a shot. Boy, was he right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, best wishes. Thanks. Here we are with Pedro Fonseca. Pedro, what do you have here? This looks kind of nice.
It's a state championship ball.
You've had it before, haven't you? Didn't you touch that last year as well?
Yeah, I did touch it last year, and I broke it. Like, bring it to the crowd, and I broke it. And I thought I was going to break this one, too.
Congratulations. You really just had a great game tonight, and you've had just a tremendous year for the Dogs. It must feel especially special given the fact that you were in the state final for the soccer team, but just came up a little bit short, not with basketball.
Yeah. It was amazing. Like, I was anxious since since it would be AL. I was so not nervous but excited to play them. I knew we were the better team. I knew we were gonna beat them. We were gonna prove them wrong because they thought they can beat us again.
That's right. I mean, they came out, and did you have extra motivation because they came out and beat you in one of the last games of the year?
Yeah, we came out because they beat us on the season because they weren't supposed to beat us. We're the better team, and just them being us just gave us more motivation to beat them again.
Well, congratulations. Coach, at the beginning of the year, we talked about the fact that you had lost Joey Esposito and Amir Moss, and you said, we're going to have to find the right pieces. Boy, did you ever.
Yep, the guys stepped up and they filled the gaps. It took more than two of them, but that's okay. That's what teamwork's all about. So it took a few of them, it took several of them to fill that gap, but they did it, and they did it there. They found their own niche, they have their own identity now, and they felt comfortable in their roles.
Were you surprised that the Dogs came out so strong and that South Portland was a little bit cold so early? The Dogs were never out of it. They had a double-figure lead for most of the game, won by 22.
I've been around too long. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's great if you're on my end. Not as much fun if you're on the other end. That happened to us a couple of times as well. But the kids had a different look in their eye tonight before this game. We had a great week of practice. I think they felt confident with the game plan. And they had this different look where I really didn't say a whole lot to them before the game. I said, this is going to be short and sweet, no lengthy talks. You guys seem ready. And they go, Coach, we're ready. And I said, I'm just going to let them go. And they play outstanding defense, tremendous defense, and tremendous rebounding, which we knew that's what South Portland does so well. They rebound. They get to the rim. They crash the boards. They play 94 feet. So we wanted to turn them east and west tonight and keep them off the boards, and the guys did that to a T.
Well, Charlie Lyle was lights out tonight, doing what he does so well in his fourth state championship game. He's won two of them, the last two. And Teron Moss, 11 points in the first half and the second half, really taking charge.
Yeah, Teron had his best. I think Teron had his best overall game tonight. I loved his leadership tonight. He was communicating with his teammates the entire time on defense because we kept rotating on different players, and he took that role tonight, which hasn't really done that as much this year, but tonight he did. And of course he shot well. He only shot a handful of times and still made 20 points. So his shooting percentage was extremely well, but he was comfortable in what he was doing tonight. I think it was actually maybe his overall best game, and he had a lot of great games.
Here we are, Coach. Your fifth championship. Does this one feel any more special?
They all feel good for various reasons. This one, back to back, we haven't done that. Young kids that were challenging, not in terms of not being coachable, but just in terms of chemistry. And it was a workout this year. It was a workout. It was a long year, but a great year. But it was a workout. We had to do a lot of things, a lot of trial and error, but that's what makes coaching fun. And tonight they all, like say, Charlie had a great year, but tonight he always seems to say he just rebounded like a son of a gun again. He just does it for this game, so unfortunately we're losing him, but what a great teammate he's been for the kids. Outstanding teammate, compassionate, leadership, and very easy to coach. I love the kid, and I wish him the best.
Coach, you have put together a dynasty for Portland High School. Thank you for a great season. Congratulations.
You're welcome. Thank you for all your time.
Our pleasure. Good night. So another state championship for the Portland Bulldogs, Frank. They win by 22 tonight. What a game for the Dogs.
Portland really came out gunning tonight, and on defense, closing out the South Portland shooters, not allowing any easy baskets, and really contributing to South Portland's 23% shooting on the night.
Yeah, well, and Coach Russo spoke to the level of defense. Between that and Charlie Lyle's rebounding, Teron Moss's kind of take charge both on offense with 11 points in the front and the back halves of the game, and also just his overall leadership and his defense was really quite a game for the Dogs.
A complete game by Teron Moss, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and as you mentioned, Charlie Lyle, 11 rebounds to go with 8 points, and all of that totaling up to Portland High's first back-to-back back-to-back state championship runs since 1942 and 1943.
And it's Joe Russo, folks, that did it, Coach Russo. Clay Hardy had 3 points tonight. Tehran had the 22. Pedro Fonseca had 9. Griffin Foley had 9. Emmanuel Yugu had 5. Charlie Lyle, of course, as you said, had 8, along with the 11 rebounds. And Tommy Joyce came in and scored 4 in a really kind of exciting end of the game.
Well, certainly, Steve. Anytime there's a blowout, we always look for something we can comment on at the end, and it was definitely Tommy Joyce, the senior, getting in. This was really his only year of varsity action, and he's able to put up 4 points in the state championship game. Certainly a baseball-first player, but a game he'll never forget.
And South Portland on the other end of things was led by, I think, 9 points by Cam Dealey, who came in and scored 3 threes. And let's see, Moses Aresti had 5, DeAndre White had 2, Bowl had 5, Stilley 6, Mallory 2, and Riley Hassan had 4. Doesn't tell the whole story, of course, because they had such a great lights-out season this season in the state championship for the second time. Coach Millington will be back.
Oh, certainly. Coach Millington, 2 for 2 on regional titles. Unfortunately for him, 0 for 2 against Portland. And Steve, this was really the game we were expecting last year. We were expecting a Portland blowout. Instead, we were treated to 2 overtimes. Coming into tonight's game, we were expecting 2 overtimes. We had the blowout. So I guess over the course of 2 years, we've had a blowout. We've had a close game, just not the years that you expected. And in the process, Joe Russo becomes one of the only coaches in state history to win a state title in Portland, Bangor, and this is his first in Augusta.
Goodness gracious. Well, what a season, folks, as the Portland Bulldogs are victorious. They win their second state Class AA championship out of 2. They're 2 for 2 here in Augusta this year. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt. Frank Healy on camera for Mike Hoffer on the forecaster, saying so long from the Augusta Civic Center, where this evening the Portland Bulldogs have defeated the South Portland Red Riots 60-38. They are your state champions. Good night.